Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good. Welcome back. If you're new, please join the family and subscribe and press the bell button so that you'll get notified every time I make a new video. So, lately I've been talking about self-negative talk, right? Often what we don't realize, it comes not only from us, but usually it comes from further. What I mean by this is that we tend to mimic our parents in a certain way, right? So if when we were younger, our parents were always comparing us to others or tell us something like, well, you're good for nothing or stuff like that, please, parents, do not talk to your kids in that manner, because what happens is that when we're younger, when we often look up to our parents, we idolize them, right? So when they say something, we tend to believe them. So it becomes part of a belief system, right? So please, parents, always encourage your kids instead of put them down. So, just for instance, back home in Mauritius, at school there's a lot of competition, right? Everyone always wants to be first of their class and stuff like that, and that is how parents treat their kids. They're gonna be like, you could have done better, or you're okay, you're second but you're not first, stuff like that. So I think that what it does is puts a lot of pressure on the kids. It plays a lot on their self-esteem growing up. Oh, well, you know what? My parents always told me I was good for nothing, so I do believe. So when I'm going to talk to myself, I'm going to self-negative talk. Well, something happens, for instance, I don't know, you fail an exam, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't do good. I'm like, my mom was right, my dad was right, I'm good for nothing. So please, parents, be mindful to what you say to your kids. It's very important, because it will, if you talk positively and encourage them, they'll have a good self-esteem and they'll know that they can believe in themselves, and later on it's going to have an impact on their lives, right? So for instance, your kid failed an exam. Instead of being, you could have done better, you're good for nothing. Okay, you didn't do good, it's okay. I know you're capable of a lot. I know you're capable of doing better next time. Reinforce it instead of going in the bad comments and being negative about it. Of course, we want our kids to excel, to have good grades and everything. But if you're going to negative talk to them, they probably will end up feeling like they're a failure. You're good for nothing, you're a failure, you'll never arrive in life. Without me, you're good for nothing. That's what you're transferring to your kid. So don't do that. Always positive talk to them. If you know that you're going to get angry at them, how about you take a deep breath, talk to them later. But don't indulge in negative talking to them, because they'll memorize that. And sometimes what happens to that too is that kid, for instance, for the next exam, what's going to happen is they're going to study and study, but in the back of their mind, they're still going to have the sentences you told them. They'll remember what you said, you're good for nothing. So even though all of the effort they put in it, but that's going to be in the back of their mind, don't forget what you think you become. So always encourage them. Always, always. That was it for me, my friends. See you soon. Adios.